to be real curious what it's like living a life of an underground superstar. I awake around 11 or so with a kitten in my face. That's not innuendo, I shake the cobwebs out my head. Live alone so I don't bother making the bed. I change sheets once every other week, making 4 cups of coffee before I brush my teeth. Should I shower? Hell no, use a little baby powder to cover the smell though. Check the cell phone.
But no, I like I said, I became more classically trained with difficulty and different octaves, different whatever, and that's more music than you probably want to know about. And I really wanted to challenge in guitar.
An octave, is that a laser disc?
Yes, exactly. It's about 12 inches wide.
Yeah, it is.
And does not fit in most standard PCs.
Could you imagine the guy when they first put a CD-ROM on a computer? You know, there was some dumbass who grabbed the laser disc and went, huh? And he's looking back and forth like, huh? How is...
Definitely.
I don't get that. I mean, the laser disc was a two-hand operation. Like,
the thing
it
was huge.
Constantly a two-hand... I mean, it was twice the size of a fucking record. It was twice the size of an LP.
I just couldn't believe they came up with it. I'm like, are you supposed to put this on the, like, the needle goes down where? Like, where do I start?
Where does the satellite signal come in?
Like,
I remember the first time I saw one.
I'll switch back to tapes. I'm sorry.
The first time I saw one, it had to have been 8th or 9th grade, or 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, around there, right? It was some sort of science class, and the teacher, you know, back then when you wanted to watch something in class, like, they wheel in the huge fucking cart with a 27-inch TV on it. Like, the cart was 5 feet tall, had a 27-inch TV that had a fucking safety cord snapped around it, and you wheel it in, plug it in.
And they had to fucking rent it out from the AV room.
Exactly.
Like somebody was gonna fucking steal it. Yeah, okay.
Who's gonna carry that? A 27-inch TV in 1995 weighed 400 pounds.
Mom picked me up at the bus stop. Keep the trunk open.
Don't stop! Don't stop! Wait, stop! Like,
slow down, I can't hold it that high.
But we were in class, and like, you know, they wheel in the cart, plug it in, and all of a sudden, we're like, we're gonna watch this shit on the solar system or whatever. And all of a sudden, it's like, just this huge, shiny circle. You're like, what the fuck is that? This is a laser disc, and the tray on that thing. I mean, the tray on it is like a sheet pan. Like, you can bake cookies on the tray that you place the disc on. It was really fucked up.
And now cooking a small 12-inch pizza.
And the solar system. You see to your left, there's Venus.
I got 4 discs, and they hold about 8 movies each.
I got them on Laserdisc. Let's go.
Can't wait.
Technology's going to revert itself back. Like,
I hope it does. I really does.
Remember when...
it's just stupid.
That game system where... I don't fucking remember. There's so many of them. They made, like, the mini CDs. It had been some sort of Nintendo.
Well, I remember my dad bought, like, it was the Sony mini disc.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a game system, but it was basically like a Sony Walkman with, you had little fucking CDs, not DVDs.
Yeah, they put that shit out, and they're like, oh, this could be the new wave. It's half the size of a regular CD. Then Apple turned around and went, fuck you.
MP3, bitches. Yeah, but this
thing is half the size of a CD, weighs the same amount, and you can put 40,000 songs on it. You can lick me where I pee any day. Thank you, Steve Jobs.
If you can sell the shit out of it, why not?
Oh, exactly.
Fuck, I do it.
Well, why not? So, think about it, like, what would be next? I mean, besides, like, a chip implanted in your fucking arm. But you're like, they've peaked. I mean, now the iPods are getting smaller and holding the same. I want to go back. I want a complete renaissance. I want them to hit the iPod, and then all of a sudden, 10 years from now, they start going down. We're going right back to tapes. And then we're going right back to LPs. I want it.
You want that?
Oh, I do. Music sounds so much better off an LP than it does a fucking MP3 player any day.
It's just record, period.
It's real.
Well, it's analog.
It's real sound.
Analog versus digital.
Yeah.
I mean, That's
Some cases it's nice, but most of the I mean, look
well,
at I hate when
digital
they remaster good shit.
yeah, but digital can capture analog pretty well. Now,
But see, I'm one of those people that you remaster and it's all digital now, and it's so clean cut and you hear all the sounds. But I love that little scratch click and the record and like the original song. The original song they were listening to in 1950, as opposed to the clean cut song that we're listening to now.
well, the sound was part of it.
Well, I know, and you get that background stack. You get the white noise
That's
and the gray
why-
noise and all.
that's
I
why,
love that.
You get
Why cut all that out? You're ruining the song.
if you ask any guitar player what's better, if you go like say just any like pedal, like foot pedal, if you go what's better,
Like on a bike,
like and no, just distortion,
like the gas pedal.
delay.
Oh, not the brake.
No,
Clutch.
no.
Clutch. Emergency brake.
Yeah, maybe a little foreign to most people.
Okay.
There's like a delay pedal where you can get certain kind of echoes and whatever,
Oh yeah.
whatever you
Wah
want.
pedals. Oh, I love that.
Yep. But if you ask any guitarist what's better, if they've been playing more than a couple years, they're gonna go analog because you can get so much better sounds.
Well,
and so much clean. It's cleaner. It's got a tone to it. Digital is so dry and just cut that it's just.
but that's live sound. You're
Yeah.
playing a live sound. I'm talking about like the concept of a song in 1963, say by pick somebody from '63.
63? I don't know. Fucking who was alive in 63?
Probably about 260, 70 million people.
Jim Croce.
Yeah. Okay, so Jim Croce was alive in 1963, and he put out
Well,
a
he was at
song,
one point.
and you were listening to that on the actual record. Okay, so we'll just scrap Jim Croce because I ain't listening to Leroy Brown from '63. Fuck that. So most of the shit I listen to on record is blues
Nice.
because it's pure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's real. So you take like Muddy Waters. You can even go back far as Leroy Carr.
Oh, yeah.
1935 piano blues. Leroy Carr. 1934, 1935, and you listen to it. The ones that I had, like you would listen to it, and it's so raw because it's like piano. Because the recording wasn't there, but people don't appreciate the originalness of it. So they remaster the shit out of it. They convert it to digital and all this stuff. Then you listen to it and you don't get into that background static. But that's part of the music.
But you need that. You need to, instead of cutting that out, you need to bring that out.
But they don't do that. They just fuck it.
Because
let's make this
that's
like it came out last week.
The crooners from say 40 to 60 or whatever. You know,
Okay,
you got
yeah.
Sinatra, Bing Crosby, whatever. All those guys, the quality that's there is solely due to, well, you got talent, number one, obviously.
Oh yeah, that is all natural talent.
But the thing that I really love about that stuff is
Bing Crosby was a wife beater. God, I loved him for that.
he does what he's got to do, you know.
You know, you got to teach a woman a few tricks.
But the
condoning wife
quality
beating.
of the mics and recordings was, I shouldn't call it subpar, but it's very warm. It's got a tonal quality to it that's.
I think
It's higher than what it is now because now it's just.
it's a nostalgic appreciation. Like my favorite fucking Christmas song is "White Christmas" by Bing Crosby. Why? Because you can put it.
The whole album is good.
Oh, I know, but that song
The
in
best
general,
Christmas album ever.
you take and you put that CD in,
Melikinikimaka.
and you crank that fucking song, and all you hear is the white noise and the crackling and the purity of his voice on non-quality. Well, it was quality.
It is
recording
quality. No,
equipment
but
at
it's
the
still
time.
no, but it still is quality.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Because if
saying.
you go back to what it is now, like
But if you took
like
all
I was
that
talking
out of
about
there
guitar
and-
stuff,
Yeah, if you
it's the
took
same
all that
thing.
out of there and put his
People-
voice on modern technology, it wouldn't sound the same. You wouldn't have the same appreciation for it.
Same thing when I said about digital versus
I
analog.
like digital porn. I mean,
Yeah, but that's video, and that's low bit rate. And
I don't like
you're
digital
just-
porn. I like 70s Bush.
You're just jerking it to.
Just jerking it to a hedgehog.
You got Led Zeppelin in the background, and maybe you're just feeling it out.
There's
you
a
know?
good example, Led Zeppelin. Led
But
Zeppelin.
they're still analog.
Well, yeah. I have the complete collection of their studio albums.
Yep.
And you can even tell from, because they started, 69, 70, if I had to guess off the top of my head. I'd say 69. I think their first studio might have came out in late 69, 70. But, okay, the first one to the last one. But their last one came out and had to been 77, around there. But you listen to the first one compared to the last one, there's a complete fucking opposite spectrum.
That's due to cocaine.
Heroin, blow,
A
hookers,
lot of cocaine.
killer whales, high life. But no, I'm talking quality.
What's her lead
recording
singer's
purpose.
name? I can't think of his name. Whatever.
Robert Plant,
Yeah.
Jimmy Page, Robert Plant,
Yeah. Whatever. He did a lot of
John
drugs.
Bonham.
His voice changed a lot.
Oh yeah,
Significantly.
first 3 albums are fucking killer, just killer.
Well, but
One of the best
that's
3
thing.
album set of all
But
time.
if you listen to their old shit, they're like post drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. He's still really good. It's a completely different sound.
It's like same concept with Pink Floyd. So Pink Floyd put out
Or
how many fucking
or
albums?
Van
from-
Halen. I'll throw out Van Halen even.
But they only ran
I-
a 10-year spectrum.
Yeah, but you can still throw in, changing the singer, but still
Sammy Hagar is way better than David Lee Roth. He wasn't
in
at,
style wise, he was
he
was
wasn't
much
as
wider
he's-
variety.
David Lee Roth was a stage presenter.
Sure.
And that's what made them big on that part. But Sammy Hagar had a better voice. He was a better guitar player. He was better all around on stage.
But you look at the whole band in general.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and the guys that were in it, and their style changed significantly. Yet the sound,
They were a money band, though.
yeah,
I mean, they played for the time, and they played for what was going on, and they were fucking
Sure.
huge. But you go Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd started, 67, 68, same thing. They recorded all the way up until, I want to say 92. From 84 to 92, if I had to guess, Roger Waters wasn't in that. But, I mean, that's a long span for one fucking man. You say Pink Floyd to anybody, and everybody's going to tell you either one of 3 fucking songs. Yeah, you listen to shit from 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Nobody's ever heard of it unless you're a fan. And it sounds nothing like the shit you hear from The Wall or from Dark Side of the Moon or from Bill Goes to the Yogurt Shop. Or they had some fucking goofy albums.
they really did. You're
Metal,
right.
Adam Hart and Mother, the song Bicycle. That came out 69 or something
See,
like that.
I like
up.
there's some really
Like
obscure
bike.
shit that's
Yeah.
out there, and it's obscure, but people know about it. Like Frank Zappa.
Oh, I love
Frank
Joe's
Zappa.
Garage. Fucking awesome album.
It's just an amazing. And I
That
remember
guy was fucking weird.
I remember
though, man.
reading a article about him in I don't remember what it was, some guitar magazine, and they were just talking about how good of because he did a lot of studio shit, and he'd fucking play, and somebody would do something just a little wrong, one note wrong, and he'd pick it out,
Yeah.
and he'd pick it out, and he'd be like, "We got to do this again." And he'd be like, "Why do we got to do it again?" Because you fucking played this wrong.
Do you know that Frank Zappa didn't do drugs? He didn't do any of that shit. And he would not let anybody who did in his group.
Really?
Yeah. That's kind of like the same thing, because that's what reminded me of that, because my dad told me this shit, and I've looked it up.
Yeah,
he was a
I think I
clean-cut
knew that.
guy.
I think I
He's
knew that.
fucking weird as shit. He played some weird shit. He came up with some weird shit, but he never did drugs. He never drank. He didn't do any of that shit, and he wouldn't let anybody in his band who was fucked up.
It's not a bad thing though. I mean, I
Oh,
don't mind that.
And to have that kind of obscure talent and be that weird and without the drugs and the alcohol, and you can't complain.